All right. Welcome back to Hoosier Hardwoods Live, Struttin and Ruttin. It's Peyton. It's been a month, bud. We ain't been in the studio for right at a month.
Yeah, it's true.
Peyton's a little under the weather tonight, so he's going to be, I don't know if you can even understand him or what's
Matt
going on.
talks all the time anyway, so.
So, hopefully everybody had a good last couple weeks of turkey season. We'll get into that here in a minute. We'll start talking some turkeys. I know Dakota is the only one that harvested a bird during the Indiana season.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it was a lack of trying on all of our part, but it's just been a weird season. I don't know. I mean, there's been a lot of people have success, and congrats to all of them. One thing I wanted to start the show off with tonight is there's going to be some changes with Hoosier Hardwoods Outdoors. A lot of the guys and myself, Peyton, Dakota, Joe, Cade, Jared, all been talking, and you know when you do this stuff, there's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff that goes on, and the amount of work that you have to put into it in order to get something like this to succeed, and the route we were taking can take a toll on you.
Yeah.
So going forward, starting in the fall for deer season, we're just going to focus on hunting, trying to capture what content we can, capture. I've talked to a lot of our sponsors. I don't really want to use the word parting ways because we have developed some awesome friendships out of this whole ordeal, and all the sponsors that we've talked to are still on board with Hoosier Hardwoods Outdoors 100%. Now, with that being said, a lot of the guys are going to kind of do their own thing. We're going to use their video content for our YouTube channel and so forth. So the Hoosier Hardwoods Outdoors is staying, but there might be some like separate entities such as, I know Jared is focusing on his apparel business, Bladed Outdoors, Bladed Apparel. He's launched that. He's trying to push it. So there'll probably be some like Bladed Outdoors stuff that's going to probably go over some of our stuff. But the thing is, we are just going to go back to focusing on having fun. We went to Florida. We met some awesome people in Florida that we will continue to be friends with. Same way in Kansas. We spent days in Kansas chasing birds and filming, and then the Indiana season, and sometimes you just have to step back and then realize the reason why. And I'll be honest with you, anybody that's out there is watching this that's either just started a hunting team or, the whole filming aspect of it, there is a lot of work that's involved in it. I mean, I know you flip on the TV and it's a 20-minute episode, and you say, well, there is a lot of work that goes involved in it. However, there's even on this podcast, you got Scott Butler, you've got Bill Pethel, Jordan Schultz. I mean, there's Jordan Schultz. There's a lot of people, and I know I just named a few that's on my phone right now, but, the amount of people that we've met through this whole thing is awesome. I mean, we couldn't ask for anything better.
Yep.
Also going forward, I will tell you this, that the podcast itself is not going to stop. Who's also anyway, I don't know who that is. Roller. I guarantee it's Roller.
Yeah.
And yes, Dustin Roller. But here's the thing, though. Roller has left us out to dry. Poor Callie. Callie is doing an awesome job. His wife has done a phenomenal job running this podcast. And I'm going to be quite honest with you, Peyton. I mean, you can agree with or whatever. The last two podcasts have ran so smooth. There's been no hiccups.
Yeah.
Nothing. So thank you, Callie, for that. It's
I'm not
awesome.
going to comment on that because, we're also helping Dustin out with the racing aspect of it.
Yeah, but that's more Ryan than it is Dustin. So
well, either way, I'm not going to say nothing.
So the cool part about this ordeal is the podcast is not going to stop. So going forward to the fall of 2021, tonight's our last episode, as it is right now. Going forward in the fall, we are going to open up a whole new podcast scenario, which we are super excited about. It's going to be, there'll be some more information come out, but we're excited about it. There's going to be a bunch of different people in the studio talking about everything outdoor related. Yeah. It's not going to be just what Hoosier Hardwoods Outdoors is doing. It's not going to be any of that. It's going to be a straight up outdoor podcast. Yeah. It's going to cover fishing, trapping, hunting, Peyton, like Peyton had said, Peyton and I have started working for Dirt to Media, which is Dustin and Ryan Bowling's dirt racing company that they travel around and they broadcast races. We've started doing that some for them. So we'll talk about race and we'll talk about anything outdoor related. So anyway, enough of that being said. Actually, that's a good point, Bill. The me, Joe, and here's the other cool part about this is we're all still hunting together. We're all still really good friends. This is nothing that was like, oh, we're not even talking, We're still great friends, and we're also going to hunt and fish together. Me, Peyton, and Joe are still going to Tennessee in August. Dude, I'm excited about velvet bell hunting.
Me too. It's going to be sweet.
It's a bucket list.
Well, Bill sent me a picture the other day. He goes, this is one I'm after. I said, no, Bill. I said, I already had him picked out.
Did you? Did that come from Struttin or Ruttin's side or something?
I think so.
Yeah, did it. So, we'll definitely do some stuff there, Bill. Definitely down in Tennessee. We're going to have fun. We're going to get back to the basics. We're going to have a blast with it. Okay, so anyway, that's all. Enough of that. And I don't really want to bore everybody with that. But so turkey season, I know. So we had the same scenario on the farm that I hunt this year that we had last year. Last year, Dakota and I took Addie out for youth weekend. And birds were gobbling everywhere. Yeah, yes. So this year, we didn't get a chance to take off Wednesday.
I went opening day, but it was behind the house.
You went behind the house, didn't you? So Peyton and I went back to my farm that had not been pressured even through youth weekend. Yeah. And Thursday evening, we had birds gobbling everywhere. Thursday morning. Yeah. I could have swore it was going to be a slam dunk. There was we counted 6 or 7 different toms gobbling.
Yeah, we were right in the middle of all of them.
So we get set up and put a decoy out in the back food plot because there's a bird just hammering on the other side of the pines. Mm-hmm. Lo and behold, this bird that come out of nowhere snuck in behind us, and I got a shot off at him, but it didn't work.
You should have killed that dang bird.
Listen.
I'm just kidding.
I thought it was a slam dunk. I really did. But that's pretty much the only opportunity that I had to shoot at or harvest a bird. They just didn't cooperate. I mean, they would as soon as they would gobble their heads off on the roost, and as soon as they hit the ground, that was it. Yeah. Never heard another peep out of them. And I talked to a lot of people, and a lot of people said the same thing.
I ran into that because I got on a bunch of birds on some different farms. At Paul Brandman, he was nice enough and took me a couple times. I mean, we were on birds every day we went out there, and it just seemed like they were call shy and decoy shy, and they just wouldn't break. And we ended up going the last weekend, that morning of Saturday, and I mean there was 3 of them out in the field gobbling. I mean they were just strutting by themselves. They wasn't with no hens or nothing. And we tried soft calling to them, and they just wouldn't come in. So I mean.
And like Bill said, he says it's the first season in a long time he hasn't harvested a bird. Yeah, it is. It's been a rough year, and I'll just be straight up and honest with you. Corey Holman is a turkey killing machine, and I even talked to Corey. I think it was one day last week, and because I posted his bird picture, and he said that was the roughest 5-6 days of season opener that he's had since he started turkey hunting 20 years ago. And it's just the same way, man. Like, he said that he would even call to him, and then the birds would run off. Yeah. And I know he knows how to use a turkey call. Yeah. So.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I was like on opening weekend because I obviously did the last one. So you had talked about how you had one behind your house or whatever, and I'm not gonna lie. I was checking on Hoosier Hardwoods that whole weekend. I was like, did he kill it? Did he kill it? Yeah. And I never saw. And no. I never saw.
Funny story. I talked to a guy that leases the property back behind the property I have permission on, and I talked to him about midweek through. I don't know. It was probably Saturday of the first weekend, and I talked to him. I said, "Have you heard that bird gobbling back here?" And he said, "No." He goes, "My son killed it in youth weekend." So that was the only male turkey that I had back behind the house. And,
okay.
And he ended up getting shot.
He got snuck in on before Peyton had a chance at him.
Well, because I
went back there opening morning, and I was like, "Man, there's nothing gobbling." I'm like, "I know this bird's close." he was close, but he was already been harvested. So.
I seen Byron Rage. He chimed in too, and I talked to Byron too. But it like he said, it's the worst season along. The first time he's not killed a bird since mid-90s, and there's a lot of people been that way. When Roller says I never kill anything, he's so supportive.
Oh yeah,
he is so supportive.
Well, like my brother-in-law, he always, it seems like every opening day he'll be able to kill one.
Yeah.
And he said all year he's seen 2 gobblers, and the one he shot, and then his brother shot the other one. He said that was the only 2 toms he saw all year driving around. And
it's crazy.
So.
And then I don't kill little Debbie's anymore. Down almost 50 pounds, so I'm gonna keep going.
He wanted that Kit Kat I had in the truck on the way.
He did eat a Kit Kat in front of me in the truck on the way over here. Very, very supportive system. But I will tell you one thing. If I don't know how many people in here actually like follow Derek Craig or whatever, but Derek Craig, turkey season. He was on our podcast a while back, but he is a turkey hunting fanatic too, and he had trouble everywhere. Mm-hmm. The whole helicopter deal.
Yeah, that was wild.
So he had a tom at like 75 yards, and his helicopter comes in over top of him, shakes the whole blind, shakes the decoys, the bird runs off. I think that's just a testament of what kind of turkey season it was, really.
Yeah, it was.
Bill's nephew hunted twice and killed 2 birds.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I think
I like to have some of his good luck tokens.
How many days is turkey season in? What, 14, 20, 17 days, 18 days?
Something like that.
I feel like I hunted like 12 or 13 of those.
Yeah, nothing. And Jordan Schultz, I know him and Nick both killed birds. Yeah, see, they killed 4 birds out of the same blind. 5 different sets. I think you just got to find the right turkeys that want to play the game. That's what a lot of it is. And sometimes, I mean, they play and sometimes they don't. I know Derek, he had luck out. I think they went out to South Dakota.
Yeah, he ended up killing 2 out there.
2 out there.
Yeah.
Beautiful birds. I'd like to go out there and check that Badlands out. It looks pretty wild.
That was pretty sweet where he was at. Those pictures he was posting.
So, yeah, I mean, I know turkey season's been pretty rough. We are definitely looking forward to our deer prep for 2021.
Yeah.
So we're going to start getting, now turkey season's over with, we'll start getting our feeding patterns back out there and running cameras and all that good stuff. So, yeah. What all you got? So, you got food plots planted behind the house.
Yeah.
We got to get those put in.
Yeah, I'm plant some beans, I think, back there.
Are you going to put in that corn back there?
I don't know. I'm just going to broadcast that beans, but I don't know how I'm going to plant that corn yet. I don't know where I'm
Need to borrow a
plant it.
planter.
Yeah. Like a no-till drill is what I'd really like to borrow.
Yeah.
Why don't you just buy me one?
Try to make some Turkish breakfast sausage. If you season that right, Jordan, I guarantee you that'd be some good stuff. I'll be a taste tester.
Of course you will.
I'll try it. I'll try it for sure. Definitely try it. So I don't know. I think I'm definitely gonna go out there next year.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to Oklahoma. How many say 22 birds on the year down there? That's pretty good odds.
Yeah,
that's a pretty high success rate for them, ain't it, Bill? I mean, I'm pretty sure. I know we talked about it on the phone on the way back home from Kansas, but I know that's a pretty good success rate for them guys down there.
Yeah.
And Bill said they're most down to earth guys you can meet.
Yeah.
That's the type of people I like hunting with.
Oh yeah. People I can put.
And I know Josh, Sheldon, Warren Underwood. They went to Ohio. Warren ended up harvesting a bird there in Ohio.
No.
Josh didn't, but he said that outfitter they went to, I can't remember the name of it. Warren, if you're still watching, what was the name of that outfitter, or Josh? But they said it's a super nice place. They even got like 2 or 3 lakes that you can fish in evenings, and they got all kinds of stuff going on there.
Huh.
Yeah, Bill, everyone but him killed. It's all right, Bill. Well, you're a team player, bud. We know that.
It happens. It happens. It's what's called hunting, not killing. And I can't.
So Jordan, you guys are using the Pennington seed again this year. I'm taking it to Crimson Clover and the radishes. We had really good luck with the Pennington food plot seed year before last. Not that we wanted to get away from Pennington. We tried some real world stuff just to change it up a little bit. And that real world stuff, I mean, a lot of that, I mean, even the clover stuff, obviously, it's still there, came back.
Yeah.
It looks really, really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm anxious for. Once turkey season ended and I was seeing the way that it was going, I was itching to get back for deer season.
Time to get back in the tree, ain't it?
Yeah. Back in the saddle. Back in the saddle again, bud.
Oh, yeah, big saddle hunter.
I'd sing it right now.
But if I keep losing weight, I'm not buying me a saddle.
You ain't going to buy no saddle.
I might. About 5 foot off the ground.
Yeah.
We'll be good to go then. Ohio Land and Cattle Outfitters.
Huh.
I think they posted on Facebook the other day. I think I seen one of their posts. But there's a lot of stuff to do. I mean, I looked through it whenever Josh told me that him and Warren were going out there. I kind of looked through it a little bit, and there was a ton of stuff to do there. Because I think you could even coyote hunt there at night, I think. Jordan. I think I've seen a lot of people. I know Scott Butler. They ran into that same issue about this time of the year, properties changing and losing out, and which right now I guess the best thing to do is just like Scott said right here. It's land is one of those things where it is an investment.
Yeah.
But the amount of money that people get out of land, and it's the same way with leasing. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a rocky subject, but
yeah, I mean,
you got
lease something and something happens, and that's your only piece of property to hunt, and then you're kind of screwed for the next year. If something happens.
Well, it all comes down to dollar sign. You give X amount, and I come in with Y amount. They're going to give it to me, then you're out.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're been there for 15 years.
Exactly.
It all comes down to the money.
Yep.
I don't know. I just don't like that aspect of it. But
it's the way this world is right now.
Jordan, he said I refuse to hunt out hang-ons and saddle. I'm just fat and nervous. Bud, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm the same exact way. I don't hunt out hang-ons, and I watched Peyton climb up in the saddle one time, and I was out. It did look comfortable. I will say that.
It really is.
It does look comfortable.
It really is.
But I don't know. I know we talked to Derek about it when he was on the podcast, but I just don't. The philosophy of hanging off the side of a tree by a rope just does not enthuse me.
No, it don't bother me
none. A little bit of weight difference there, bud.
Hey.
What's going on, Bobby?
You losing all this weight?
Bobby, listen, I was going through all my videos the other day, and I found the video of you snoring against a tree. We were set up on that little piece of property there by the park. It's a great video. I need to share that sometime.
Yeah, it'll be a good one to see.
Yes, that's how Joe lost his turkey lease. And the same thing happened to Bill. I do remember talking to Bill about that on the phone. It's all about the money. I mean, if somebody offers more money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I hate that it comes down to that, but, what do you do about it?
Yeah, you can't. I mean, unless you try to counter them back with more money, but it just depends on what.
But then you throw that money out there, and then next year that they come back counter more, then you're just going to be out the money.
Yeah, exactly.
You going to make it?
Yeah.
Peyton's rough tonight. I don't know if you can tell by in his mic, but
These damn allergies.
It's getting to him.
That and working at the turkey farm ain't helping me none. So.
Yeah, that's got to be painstaking. You go all turkey season. You have a horrible turkey season, but then your part-time job's at a turkey barn.
Man, the only thing I got going for me now is there ain't none in them barns.
Is what?
There ain't none in the barns right now because we just clean them out. He's getting new birds in the morning.
That'd be hard.
If they was all in there, I'd probably go in there and shoot every single one of them.
Good old butterballs. Bobby, we were wore out. I don't understand why you were snoring. We'll be back down there next year to eat all that all-you-can-eat shrimp.
I can't even get that stuff pulled up.
It's on there.
Yeah, I can't see it.
So, yeah, we're pretty excited about, like I said, I know turkey season. This is going to be kind of one of those podcasts where this is just a rough time of the year. There's a lot of stuff. Bill, we are still planning on bringing we're still going to film.
Yeah. It may end up being more of a self-filming type
Yeah,
thing.
we're still going to film. We're still going to have fun with it. It's just we're not just going to push the back end of it as much as what we were, to where it feels like it becomes a full-time job.
Yeah, we were pretty much stressing ourselves out. And I think that was the main cause of everything that kind of happened. Is everybody was stressed out over trying to get all this content, and with the way turkey season went, I mean, six guys on team, and only one of them was able to harvest the turkey. So it's not like you had 6 videos; you had one.
You get to the point to where you burn yourself out so fast with it.
Yeah,
and that's why we just want to take the approach of we're still going to film. I know I've been talking to Addie a lot. We are going to hunt a lot more with her this year, filming her. It's just, if we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't kind of mentality.
Yeah.
We're not going to pressure ourselves to, what do we all learn this turkey season? I think it's, from my perspective, it's the birds to me, this is just my opinion, the birds to me around here are getting smart.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have the numbers we used to have.
I think you're seeing more 3 and 4 year old birds.
Yes.
And they're becoming,
they're smart.
If you think about the predators, which I think, one reason the turkey population is down, I think, is because the fur prices are down. So nobody's trapping, nobody's coon hunting to be able to sell the fur, so they're eating the eggs and doing all that. And I think that's why the population's down.
Yeah.
Everybody says it's the bobcats and rattlesnakes. I don't think there's very many rattlesnakes, if any, around here. I think the coons and predators like that have more effect on it than anything.
Right. It takes a toll on them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other part of it, too, is I think a lot of it, I think there's still quite a few hens out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care how good of a caller you are, you're going to have a hard time competing against a natural, real hen.
Yeah.
That's why they gobble their heads off in the roost. And half the time, the hens are already to the bottom of their tree before they even come out, so they just fly straight down and they're done.
Yeah.
You're never going to call them off of them.
Yeah. I don't know, honestly, learning anything. I don't know if I really learned anything this year, just because I couldn't get close enough to learn anything to them.
Right.
I don't know. I know I wasn't calling too much. They just seemed like they just wouldn't.
They didn't want to play.
They didn't want to play.
I think cats have a lot to do with it, too.
I think it's got an effect on it, but I really don't think it has as big of an effect as
I think the
people
problem
say.
I think the problem that we're having with is from the egg standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I think the issue's at, too. We're trying to read. That way. Yeah, see, Warren, he took the. Which that's true. I mean, the leasing prices are getting so high that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you can do it, buy your own property.
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah, well, I think weather had a lot to do. I mean, there was a lot of birds that hit the ground though when it was snowing.
Yeah, there was.
And it's the same. And it's the same way. There was a lot of people having success in Kansas too, and it was snowing out there. But I think from a breeding cycle standpoint, it probably did throw them off.
Mm-hmm.
No different than whitetails. I mean, there's a cold snap, and then the pre-rut's coming around, and all of a sudden, good old Indiana weather, and it pops up to 80 degrees again.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to 50, 80, down to 30.
I think that was the first turkey season that I've ever hunted in the snow, though. Twice.
Yeah.
Kansas and here.
Yeah. It caught us off guard in Kansas.
I think it caught me off guard here. I didn't know it was supposed to snow. I woke up, went outside, and I'm like, there's 2 inches of snow on the back deck.
Scott has a good point about passion and stress don't get along, and that's exactly where we're at. I mean, we're all still very passionate about it. I mean, obviously we wouldn't do this if we didn't love to hunt and fish, but you just can't stress yourself out over it.
Especially with the way the hunting industry is right now.
Yeah, I've talked to Jason several times about this topic, about with people being able to speak their piece at these meetings and that kind of stuff, and there's definitely a approach that you have to take about it.
Yeah.
You know, if you go in there with that kill 'em all attitude, or that's not gonna fly. You have to have reason. You have to have logic behind it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like if they did open up a bobcat season, you allow so many tags.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lottery draw, then you put in for it, and they allow 200 tags.
I know some states it's, what is it, like one tag a person?
Yeah.
Something like that, which I know you probably couldn't do that right now, but
there's a lot of variables. There's a lot of different stuff that you
Yeah.
could do just to try to help control the population.
yeah.
I have not seen any
I
fawns
haven't
yet.
either. I seen I got a doe on trail camera this morning, and I don't know, it looked weird. Like looked like she was still pregnant.
Really?
Yeah, she's real fat and bloated looking.
Huh.
I don't know if she was sick or what.
I've not personally seen any fawns yet,
Mm-mm.
which is about time for them to
Yeah.
start seeing them. I like the interaction tonight. Joe says he's not seen any fawns yet either.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually took all my cameras out of the woods before deer season or turkey season, just because I always take them out and I refresh the batteries and clean all the cards and stuff off. So I'm gonna be getting mine back out here pretty soon. So hopefully we'll see some.
I've got a couple nice bucks on trail camera right now. That one I sent you, he's already out past his ears.
He's gonna be a nice one.
Yeah. I wonder if it ain't that big 10-pointer I had on camera last year.
Could be.
I think it is. I can't tell. I ain't got enough close enough picture of him to see if his body looks the same or not. But
George said he has a doe like that too on his camera. Warren said he put a post in there that they're dropping in Virginia. They should be. I mean, they should be dropping around here for too long.
you'd think.
And I'd say that's what that picture is.
I'm
Probably
sure.
a pregnant doe that just
She
ain't
was
dropped her fawn
big.
yet.
She may have had twins in there. I mean, she
Could
was
be.
big.
That's a good thing, though.
Well, I had that picture down there at the farm last year of triplets running around.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so that's definitely the timing of the
Yeah.
bucks and doe breeding in your area too has a lot to play with it.
yeah,
Especially if you got bucks breeding does late October,
yeah,
they're definitely on the ground.
yeah.
We appreciate all the interaction tonight, guys.
What is the gestation
Definitely.
period on a deer? You know?
I'm not sure exactly what. I'm gonna have to look it up.
I mean, you think
I'll be
it's-
right back on my phone. Hang on.
So I mean, just say like mid-November. I don't know. I don't know how many. 6, 5.
Callie
This
already
says-
knows. You ready?
Oh no, this says reindeer. I mean, is that the same? Gestation of a whitetail, 201 days.
201 days.
What, 6 months, 6.5 months, 7 months, something like that.
Yeah, not quite
Yeah.
7 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, 7 months? So yeah, they should be dropping.
Yeah.
Look at us go. This right here's what you call a
Thanks,
team
you-
effort
She was
podcast.
on that quick too.
Roller's over snoring half the time. He don't even care what we're talking about. Callie's over looking up the fawn cycle of a white-tailed deer. Proud of you, Callie.
Thanks.
Proud of you. We got a new podcast producer.
Seems like it. Roller's always printing T-shirts. We're over here.
See,
I know,
Terry,
right?
Terry, I don't know, it could be. She said that down there in Florida, the biologists are contributing to the loss of habitat, pesticide from farming predators. I think that has a lot to do with it too.
Them turkeys I hunted last year. They were in this field every day. Farmers came in there and sprayed.
Gone.
And they were gone. Never seen them again. So that does have a big effect on it too. But if you watch the hunting public, guys, they're doing that research project thing. Is that in Georgia or Alabama?
Georgia.
And they're declining, and all eastern turkeys seem to be declining everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you think it's like the farmers are planting earlier to where, they're coming in and they're, you said, they're spraying and they're doing all that maybe earlier than normal? Because, like my dad, of course, he's just a local, not a big farmer type thing, and he just started planting today.
Yeah.
What which would be after your turkey season that you're traditionally talking. You know what I mean?
I
talking about.
To a guy right after opening day of turkey season, and he said he'd already planted 1,000 acres.
Oh, they were planting in March, I think.
I asked him, I said,
the True Bloods in Washington County, they had 800. Well, Cade said that they had like 800 acres planted, but 4 turkeys even coming in.
Yeah, there was. The weather, they were planting early.
So I wonder too, from a farming standpoint, wonder what's all in the chemicals that they use to spray.
I don't know, but
because obviously you're getting to the point now where farming's growing, so you're wanting to get the weeds going faster. And
Jared told me his buddy, I can't think of his name, one of the Rolling boys he went to school with, was spraying one day, and he said if you get this stuff on your legs, it'll burn a hole through your leg.
See, that's crazy.
So, I don't know what it is or what's in it.
So then for wildlife habitat,
Yeah, you think about it.
Turkeys.
Then that's got to be awful for them.
Yeah.
Has to be. That probably has a lot to do with it. Steven, buddy.
A rough year, bud.
Been a rough year. It's been a rough year.
It's been a rough year for you all around. Well,
yeah.
Deer season last year.
I will say one thing about Florida. I had an excellent camera guy. I will say that. Props to you, Steven. And I don't know if you've just tuned in, but I did find the video of Bobby snoring. And I was excited when I found it. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that has a lot to do with it.
I think it does, too.
But see, it also too, it plays into effect, not necessarily like the chemical standpoint of things, but like even when farmers plant, will affect deer season too. Because last year,
because I'm just like I said, I'm not big into the farm. Like I don't do a whole lot with it, but Dad plants like the burn down now. Where when I was younger, I don't remember him. Maybe he still did that, and I may look like an idiot, but. I don't know if maybe they're doing more of that to where maybe that does have an effect, or did they used to plant and then come back and spray? So again, the timing was later.
Totally different. Yeah. Because right now farmers are planting, like just use the True Bloods, for example, if they've already got 800 acres in before turkey season, whenever it comes harvest time, the farms that they own, the corn's gone.
Yeah.
Like what we struggle with is a lot of times is the place that's next to us is always the last thing they plant. And last year, it was like end of gun season before they even started shelling corn. And that hurt. Because that's major coverage or cover for whitetail deer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They get in them cornfields, they'll just hang out all day. They don't have to come out.
Yeah.
So.
Better tell them farmers to figure something out.
Okay.
I know.
They're messing with your hunting.
Put them on a time cycle. Yeah, mineral's a big thing right now too. If you can get some mineral out, definitely getting mineral out, feed, whatever we can, to help the wildlife.
Yeah.
I'm
the
gonna
or the does right now with their fawns and everything.
The only thing I can say is if Steven's wife is out of town, we're crashing at Steven's house instead of that hotel we stayed in at down there. I don't know what kind of mess Joe got us in down there, but let's see here. We're reading, guys. Sorry. It's not like we're pausing because I have nothing to talk about, but we're reading. We like to include everybody. See, Scott's in Kentucky, so he said that he's seen some swelled up. So it should be.
Yeah.
Should be about the same time as ours, I would think. Dun, dun. Oh, as far as just to change up here a little bit, I've not really done the fishing that I've wanted to do yet so far this year. I do know I have my buddy Mark Stokewich and I, and probably Addy probably go with us too, but we're going to try to go over and hit Monroe in the next couple of weeks. The thing is, I've heard that Monroe has been down on size. I talked to Jay Newberry 2 weeks ago, and he said that they've caught some size over there, some crappies. So I know I'm on a weight loss plan, but boy, I'd really like to have some fried crappie or some fried bluegill, whatever, fried panfish. Get your water. Keep hydrated and keep that throat from scratching.
Hey man, it's already scratched.
Huh?
It's already scratched.
So, has anybody done any fishing? I know it's kind of changed up a little bit from what we were talking about, but I don't know. I'm ready. We bought that John boat. Anybody in surrounding area? Tom Weaver from Knothead Tackle has his bass boat for sale. Brad, I don't know. I seen a picture of that bluegill. Did you see that bluegill? What was it, like 3.94 pounds or something?
Yeah, I think you showed that to me. Somebody showed it to me.
That thing was huge.
Can you imagine pulling that sucker out?
That's like a 6 sandwich fish.
One for you, right?
One for me.
Yeah.
Well, probably 2. Bill says he's been trout fishing. Hey, Bill, I know we didn't, but when you and Kathy went down to Oklahoma, and didn't you guys go striper fishing? Or was going to go striper fishing? Do you guys have any luck? I can't remember if we talked about that on my home Kansas or not.
Steven, that's definitely the reveals, the Tacticam reveals. If you can find them, it's the best cell camera for the money. The battery life, my SD card ran out of memory before my batteries died.
There are some places I noticed. I've been kind of keeping track of a little bit on Facebook, but there are some places that you can definitely order them through. But yes, the Tacticam reveals are the best for your money, hands down. And the thing now is, like, with this whole cell cam market thing going on, I do get that, like, it is cool to go pull your cars in anticipation and stuff, but with the way hunting is anymore, if you can go buy you one cell camera for 2 of the older style cameras, you're so much better off. It's less time that you're in your woods. You get the photos instantly.
Yeah.
And the photo clarity on these new cameras
it's crazy.
Is insane. So you might as well just go ahead and I know it is a monthly fee or whatever, but the cool part about it is you can always add to that loop of cameras.
You can change it like whenever season's not in and you don't want to pay that much, you can drop it down and pay $8 instead of $12 or whatever it is.
See, I've never been down there. You ever been down fishing Markland Dam?
I don't even know where that's at.
Down by Madison, go over toward like BV.
No, I do most of my fishing at Lake Celinda.
Go Lake Celinda. Well, you got some John Hay in there too.
Yeah, John Hay. I go Starve Hollow every once in a while.
Spoonbill fishing's where Bill was going to go. Never got to go. I was curious about that because I hadn't heard anything.
Spoonbill. They can get real big, can't they? Them spoonbill.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That's the other thing too. To Scott's point, or what his comment was. That's one thing too that's getting harder to find is good farm ponds to fish. Yeah. Now I think a lot of it is. I think it's just people having access to properties. Mm-hmm. I think a lot more people are buckling down on it because I know 15 years ago you just ride around and hey, can I fish that pond? Yeah, go ahead. Now it's a lot more strict than what it used to be.
Yeah.
Terry, you tell Bobby he needs to take you fishing for your birthday. Tell him the Indiana boy said so. He needs to take you fishing.
That's what we need to do is go fishing.
Yeah, we do need to go fishing. Bill said he sent some reveals down to the Oklahoma boys. Brad, I guarantee, I almost bet you they do. Cicadas make good fishing bait.
Cicadas. Zach Rowland was telling me, he goes, you can catch the crap out of bass with cicadas.
Really?
Yep. He was telling me that the other day. He goes, you can go find a bunch of them. He goes, you'll catch them like crazy.
Brad, you might be on something. I don't see how it wouldn't work.
Yeah, I mean, just be an animal on top of the water. I mean.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Absolutely. So Scott, a very valid point. That's what's happened to a lot of it. They let people in there to fish, whatever, and then they leave trash. They leave potato chip bags and pop bottles, and then that ruins it for everybody.
Yep.
I've seen that happen a lot. I gotta keep my phone way over here because it's buzzing. Roller's not here to gripe about it, so I can at least be on my phone tonight.
Yeah.
I watched the thing on the weather. They said that with the warm temperatures coming, what did they say? Warm temperatures coming. If we get a warm rain, they expect to be able to definitely hear the cicadas, whatever. That bug, the 17-year bug,
like a chinchilla.
Chinchillas, and burritos. They should be able to hear them by this weekend. Per the news. Now, I don't know how much y'all want to believe the news, but
because it's supposed to rain all day Sunday and it didn't rain a drop here.
It was supposed to rain the last 2 days too, and I don't know what happened there, but
sprinkled this morning, and that was about it. I think I heard one the other night.
You did hear one?
Yeah, and then Maddie goes, "Oh, I heard one." So let's see if we can hear it again. It's a dang tree frog.
Was it?
It started off, it kind of sounded like one.
Yeah.
And continued on. I was like, yeah, it's a tree frog.
You'll definitely know if you get a bunch of them screaming at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So before we get off here tonight, I do want to, since this is the last, I don't know, what do you want? I don't call it spring podcast series or whatever you want to call it. When we started this deal back last year, we did have some sponsors that come on board, and we definitely appreciate their support over the last 6-7 months.
Yeah.
So I do want to read them off again. Like I said, going forward, it's going to be more of a, I don't know what you call it. Well, I'm just thinking this is going to be more straight up us, really not really affiliated with nothing. But I do want to thank these sponsors that helped us do this cycle here. So, Gilpin Electric, Tommy Taylor Insurance, Green's Auto Sales in Salem, Knothead Tackle. I know that if you go on Knothead Tackle's Facebook page, there's a lot of places you can go. We've been down to Woo Hall, down in Sellersburg. If you get a chance, if you're down around the Sellersburg area, stop in Woo Hall and take a look at his fishing selection.
Yep.
Me and Peyton went down there. Me and Mark Suckwish has been down there. Super great guy. I know he's got a lot of knothead tackles down there to pick from. Excel Deer Mineral. Right now it's time to get your minerals out. Titan Tint and Graphics in Salem. Titan Tint and Graphics is also now going to start doing auto detailing. they're moving to a new building that's right there located behind Walgreens in Salem. I mean, tent, graphics, auto detailing. I mean, they have it all. Solutions Directional Drilling, the Pride Outdoor Network, and Camelsburg Conservation Club. I did talk to Brad last week. I think it was last week, but their shoots are still going full strong out there. So they shoot clay pigeons on Friday nights and then stillboard shoots on Saturdays. So, but I want to make sure I mention these sponsors again. Like I said, they've helped us out a bunch.
Yep.
Helped us get where we're at. Also, like I said, there's a lot of things rolling. Huge shout out to Dustin Roller. Yep. I know it's hard for me to say, but huge shout out to him for dealing with us and the whole Thirsty Goat Entertainment thing, the APR podcast studio, media studios. It's been super great to us, and we couldn't thank him enough for letting us come in here, ramble on about whatever we want to ramble on about,
yep.
and him support us, and Callie too. So appreciate those guys. I don't really have, I know tonight was a turkey season wrap up. Turkey season was obviously not what we expected it was going to be.
Turkey season wrap up happened before turkey season happened.
I think it was wrapped up before it even started.
Yeah.
But I knew we do have a lot of great people that follow us and support us, and we did discuss having a turkey season wrap up episode. So we at least wanted to make sure we got on here before we took our summer break, checked in with everybody, see how everybody was going. Like I said, we're going to keep going. There's, we're all doing different stuff. I'm going to do some of my own filming. Peyton's going to do some of his own. Same with the other guys. They're doing their own stuff. So, but we're all still be affiliated somehow.
Yeah.
We're just going to get back to basics and have fun. So, we have not. Joe's got his mount back. Brad got his mount back.
And me and Jared are the only two over there.
Yeah, you and Jared are the only two that still have deer heads over there.
The way he talked, he said he'd have them done by the end of this month. So, hopefully.
We'll probably work on something here pretty soon, Stephen. We're trying to get through the Indiana turkey season, and then we'll get something thrown together. But anyway, I mean, I seriously appreciate everybody that still follows us, that supports us. We're going to take more of an approach of just being real and being basic again, and we're super excited about it. We're not going to get technical. We're not going to get overwhelming with the whole video aspect of everything. It's just going to be, we're just going to capture real raw moments and share it with everybody, and it is what it is. If we're out hunting and we're having fun and we don't get the kill on film, then it is what it is. So we're just going to get back to having fun. Bobby, I'll give you a call on my way home as soon as we leave the studio. Scott, we appreciate everything you do too, supporting us, following us. Like I said, I really have high hopes about the fall. With the new podcast stuff coming, and it's gonna be a blast.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's gonna be more well-rounded podcast. So there's gonna be some cutting up. There's gonna be some. Who knows what's gonna happen? Mm-hmm. We're gonna have fun with it. We're not gonna stress out about just like right now. I mean, we didn't even kill turkey during turkey season, but we're gonna make the best of it.
Yep.
We're gonna make the best of it. Who knows? Who knows where we'll end up?
Yeah, no kidding.
We might go down to Florida next year turkey hunting and end up out on a yacht somewhere in the Bahamas and land on the beach somewhere. I don't know. And that's where we want it to go, Scott. I'd much rather be unplanned too than all this stuff that that's kind of deceiving on television. I've had more fun hunts when it goes completely unscripted than I ever did just trying to script everything out. So, Peyton, you got anything else tonight, bud?
I think I'm good.
Throw all yet, or
I think I'm good.
You got another hour in you?
I got that water in me a little bit.
I'm telling you, Dustin Roller would have never offered you a water during podcast. Ever.
I mean,
ever.
Whatever, man.
I know he's not here to back himself up. I get it. People's probably like, oh, I do want to tell people this too. I did ship some of this out. I'm telling you, if you can go to Race Clean, right here. I'm going to show it to you. Race Clean products. Well, maybe.
Now you focusing. Get this up.
Right here.
Right.
Race Clean products. If you're looking for some of the best hand cleaner on the market, the orange bottle here, it's called Fast Hands Waterless Hand Cleaner. You take it, you just squirt it on your hand, you rub your hands together, take a towel, and you wipe it off, and you're done. No water even needed. This stuff here is the original one. You got to have water with it. Get your hands wet, put the soap on. And this stuff here smells delicious. I could probably put that on top of a cake. Seriously, though, get you some hand cleaner.
Bill, that just all depends on if he walks in front of me first or not.
What'd he say?
He said, just remember that's my buck. Whoever puts an arrow through him first, I guess, gets to keep it.
You're welcome, Terry. I'm glad you liked it. All right, we're going to sign out. We're going to go home, get some good night's sleep for work tomorrow.
Heck, you're probably off, ain't you?
Nope, I got to work tomorrow.
Wow.
Appreciate everybody that's watching. Appreciate everybody supporting us. And we're going to keep rolling and share it out. Get this podcast out there so everybody can understand what we're doing for the fall. And we will see you guys in September. Yep. So thanks for watching.
Thank you.